lucky we're still working in radio.
We're ready to go again?
Okay.
All right, here we go. Take two in 3, 2, 1. Backstage again at the 2026 Iowa City Jazz Festival, day number 3, getting things started this morning with Saul Lubaroff's funk outfit, actually technically a 1 o'clock start. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. My worlds have truly collided. And I'm still on the radio.
Hey, wait a minute.
I know. It's recorded.
He's throwing your voice.
And my first time ever leading my own band on the main stage. I've played at the side stage many times over the years with my quartet or the Fez or Johnny Kilowatt or different bands that I've been a part of, but this is my first time. I put together, I call it my dream band, musicians that I've known literally since high school, and are also excellent friends and wonderful musicians. I'm just looking forward to it. We're ready to go.
Well, for those not familiar with Saul, he's a Philly native who somehow made his way to Iowa. Was that your dad? Your dad here?
My father moved us when we were. I'm the oldest, so I was 8. My younger brothers were 5 and 2, and so I still have good memories and remember going to elementary school in Philadelphia, but lived in Iowa City since 1973, school, college, children, career.
When did you pick up the sax?
When I was in 7th grade, I started playing clarinet when I was in 5th grade. And I loved it, and just so happened that my dad, I say that my father, David, who is indirectly responsible for me being a jazz musician, because while my brothers and I were growing up, he was still is a big fan of Brubeck, Modern Jazz Quartet, Jerry Mulligan, and so it was just sort of seeped into my body just from listening to albums around the house on road trips. In 7th grade, there were way too many clarinet players in the band, and I volunteered to play tenor and never looked back and continue to play clarinet. But yeah.
A little alto every now and then.
Alto, tenor, soprano. Every once in a while I will get asked to play a gig on Barry sax, and I have to borrow one. But
right.
Flute and clarinet, and been teaching privately for 24 years.
Wow, nice.
And I just started teaching beginning piano.
Really?
Even though I'm not really a piano player, I've been a musician long enough that they're like, well, sure, you can teach beginners.
Yeah, you got to know the chords and
that's
everything.
right.
I could never play the piano.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll take a couple lessons.
Yeah, why not?
Of course, you haven't done only jazz. You mentioned some of the bands you've been in. In '89, I think you hooked up with Shade of Blue, which is now in the Iowa Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
And
talk about that band, which is still kind of a going thing, isn't it? A little bit?
Yes. We continue to play, although our 2 female singers, Joan and Simone, have not been able to join us last couple of years because of their living situation, but we have kind of borrowed Anthony Hendricks, the lead singer from the Funk Daddies. And actually we have a gig coming up July 23rd in Green Square Park in Cedar Rapids. So
what's the band? It's
Shade of Blue.
Oh, it is Shade of Blue.
So it's basically, we call the band the Boys of Shade of Blue.
Right, yeah.
Featuring Anthony Hendricks.
Okay.
So it's the same group of musicians. We just don't have Joan and Simone available. So perhaps someday we can get them back. But everybody in Shade of Blue also plays
I think
another band.
you had a reunion thing at one of our Jazz Under the Stars down at the amphitheater at McGrath.
Yes,
that was a fun night.
And that was a period when we would play together once a year. We would try to put together like a tour, like we would do 2 or 3 gigs in the same weekend, so we could bring Joan Simone back and make it worth their while. But we haven't been able to do that, but we have Anthony, and hopefully someday we'll get Joan Simone back for another gig. So
and I think one of your favorite bands, one of my favorite bands of yours, is the Fez, which I'm a huge Steely Dan fan, which was a great thing for a while. But
10 years?
10 years, wow.
10 years with a 15-piece band.
Man.
It's actually unheard of. And the pandemic just
right.
put it to an end, and we have tried several times to no avail to get it back but it was, I mean, you can still look on YouTube and find stuff from the Fez, and there are other Steely Dan tribute bands that are actively out there. So I miss playing those songs, but 10 years is a pretty good run.
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't realize it was that long.
15-piece band.
And even longer than that, you've been working with Johnny Kilowatt in his band.
My gosh, I have actually been playing with Johnny for 35 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's also the Monday night all-star band at George's.
Yes.
That is
the
core band
the
there.
same lineup, and we hopefully will be back for another Monday night, perhaps around the fall, something like that. So but this gig is tremendous. I can't wait to play. I've got family in from all over the country to come see me play.
You had another funk band called We Funk, wasn't it?
And actually, that band is performing at the end of July.
Wow.
It is a George Clinton Parliament Funkadelic tribute band that, again, gets together once every year and a half. And we're actually playing at the end of July at Wildwood. And then the next night we're playing at Rock Island Brewing Company.
Okay.
So it's a great summer. And also Jazz Under the Stars. I'm playing with Vandello, which is a band that I have been playing with for 5 or 6 or 7 years.
Talk about that band. That's an interesting little outfit.
They're made up of just wonderful people. Husband and wife lead the band. Mostly all originals, but I would call it kind of speakeasy.
Kind of a 20s
feel.
Yeah.
And Megan, our lead singer and leader, she is also a writer, and she is a wonderful lyricist. So a lot of the stuff that we play are all originals, but we do some stuff from artists that are not maybe as well known in the mainstream.
Mm-hmm.
We do some Caro Emerald. We do some, actually, I'm having trouble recalling, but just come to Jazz Under the Stars.
Yes.
We're doing the last one.
Okay, all right. That'll be cool. And, talk a little bit about your jazz. You have, I think, a couple of CDs, Blues for Zane and Will, and Jazz Under the Stars.
I do.
Also, and you've also been part of our Corridor Jazz project for quite a bit.
And will be in 2027. I already committed to playing with Centerpoint Urbana.
Talk about that experience and how invaluable that is for you, for
Dennis
interacting with kids.
Dennis and I have talked about what a wonderful program it is. But it's just, there is nothing to be able to describe the excitement of these high school kids getting to play in a professional recording environment, and then rehearsing with the guest artist and then performing at either the Paramount or Voxman. It's just a really great program.
You find the kids eager to learn?
You
get a lot of questions, and how do I do this?
Yeah.
And how do you do that?
Right. Yeah, no, this past year I worked with C.R. Wash, and we had, I think I rehearsed with them once, and went up there for an hour and a half to just run through our tune, but I was able to connect with the saxophone players and help them just, a couple of pointers here and there, and it's wonderful because I make a connection with a different band director every year, and I've been lucky to work with all the great band directors around here, Desmond Cervantes and Logan at Marion, it's just a great program.
You've also been, you've done some work. I think you did one of our Taste of Jazz with the great keyboardist Michael Wolf. How did you get involved with Michael? And,
Michael and I have been good friends for about 15 years. We met a long time ago at a Tourette syndrome conference, and he and I performed together at the conference, and we stayed in touch. And a couple of years after that, he invited me to actually come out and stay with his family, and they live in Midtown Manhattan.
Nice.
His wife is a TV and movie star. His kids are. Yeah, it was like I went to New York City for like 4 days. It was like going to the moon. And I got to play with his group at a club in Greenwich Village.
Ah, cool.
And his drummer was Victor Jones.
Oh, sure.
And his bassist
Jones.
was Ben Wolf.
Oh, yeah.
Who,
yeah.
We play at the station. But I've been able to play with Mike a couple times. 3 years ago, this August, I got to play with Mike and the great drummer Mike Clark.
Oh, wow.
Which is
The
still
old
like
headhunter.
a highlight. The guy is 79 years old,
Wow.
and he's one of the greatest living drummers, and just a really all-around decent guy.
Yeah.
It's like just playing with a regular drummer, but it's Mike Clark. So
Yeah.
it was a complete thrill. And Mike and I still stay in touch, and hopefully, maybe we could come back and organize another
Sure.
Taste of Jazz.
Yeah, that'd
in
be
the
great.
next couple years. That would be wonderful. So
You mentioned the radio. You've had a bit of a radio career. Well, you actually started way back in the rock days.
Oh, my God.
If I recall right, you
Yeah.
did some nights or something at.
I did Saturday night, 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. at KKRQ.
Right.
And then I would fill in mostly overnights because I was the lowest part-timer on the staff.
Sure.
And then, I was not doing radio for almost 20 years, and it was during the preparation to play at Taste of Jazz. So that was before the pandemic, so 2019, 2018. Dennis and I were emailing about something, and I said, I don't suppose you have an opening on the air staff. And he's like, actually, I do. And so that has been just celebrated 7 years
Wow.
on the staff here. So
It's great to have you.
wonderful. I love it.
I love
Yeah.
listening to your shows.
Thank you.
It's
And I
fun. That's-
it never feels like work.
Saturday and Sunday mornings. Absolutely.
It never feels like work.
I'm in my dream job.
Right.
I love jazz and I love radio. And I can combine the two. How
And
did that happen?
There's no heavy lifting. It's just,
That's right.
you
for
sit
the
in a
most
chair
part.
and you talk,
Yeah.
and it's just the best. It's one of my. I love doing it. Going up on Sunday morning. I always do my show live, and I'm the only one in Lynn Hall, and I just love it. It's just the best thing in the world.
It's the
so.
king of the world.
Yeah.
Well, today we've got Saul and the Funk Outfit. Who's in your band? Who's talking a little bit about your
So
band?
I've got my longtime buddy and guitar player Andy Parrott. Marty Christensen is playing electric bass. Mark Gradima is playing drums, and from the Quad Cities in Galesburg, Illinois, my good friend Manuel Lopez III,
Okay.
who is a well-known drummer, but he's playing keys. And
wow.
we've got a good set put together. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little Ellington. We're playing some funk. We're doing some Lou Donaldson. Doing an arrangement of a Tears for Fears song that I kind of stole from a group called Lettuce.
Oh, okay. Sure.
That I like to play on my show, and I kind of, they don't know that I've stole their arrangement, but
Well,
I kind of made it ours.
It's out there.
So,
What can they do?
That's right. That's right.
Well, it's great to talk to you, Saul.
You as well.
And great sets and
Yeah.
great working with you again.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Saul Lubaroff, Saul and his Funk Outfit playing the Iowa City Jazz Festival today. All right.
That was